I just wanted to pop on here. I'm on my walk, and I wanted to pop in here and talk about people and investing in themselves, because it seems to be a big thing to where so many people want so many things, but nobody's willing to invest in themselves. So if you talk to any investment banker or investment person, everybody will tell you the same thing, that your biggest investment you have is yourself. So if your biggest investment is yourself, it might be a good idea to invest in yourself. So let's put it to a good example like this. Let's say you go buy a house, and you buy this house, and that's your investment. Now, if you put new windows on the house, a new roof, paint it, whatever you do, there's so many things you can do to a house, the value of that house goes up. So it's the same with you. When you invest time, read a book, do something to invest in yourself, your stock in you goes up. And people fail to get that. I was listening to Tony Robbins a couple days ago, and he made an interesting point. He said less than 10% of the population buy nonfiction books. That was astonishing to me. I'm like, okay. And then he says it gets worse. Less than 50% of those people, or more than 50% of those people, actually get past chapter 1. And I'm going, wow. And it's just so simple, and it is so simple. And I'm so glad 3 years ago that I decided I was going to invest in myself. Now, I started out investing in myself, getting books from the Goodwill bookstore for 25 cents, for 50 cents. I stumbled across my mentor, Bob Proctor, who has completely changed my life. Now, we all have those things on Facebook that say memories. You can look back at memories. You can do this. You can do that. And I look back at stuff I was doing 3 years ago, and I'm astonished. I'm going, wow. And then it rings back that thing to me that Bob Proctor always talks about, Steve Jobs. You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. And that rings so true, because I don't know what my future holds, but now I can look back at all the stuff I did in life, and I can connect those dots at how that happened, how that took place. So if time seems to be a problem with you, get up 10 minutes earlier. You see, when you form a new habit, people always take it, you have to change your habits. Well, try doing this approach. Don't change your habit, add a new habit, and give that all your focus and energy, and the old habit will die for lack of nourishment. It will just die off. So don't beat yourself up trying to change a habit. Add a new one to your routine and give that one the energy, and slowly but surely the old one will die off. That might make it a little easier on you to do that. So as you go through the week today, if you get a chance, stop and buy a book. If you just start reading the book, that's showing the universe that you have interest in yourself. So if you can only get 10 minutes in the morning to read a book, 10 minutes to watch a podcast, 10 minutes to do anything, is what you want to do. Is you want self-help. You don't want shelf help. So many people might buy that book like that, less than 10%, and they read it and they don't see no results in a couple of days, so they put it on the shelf, and it becomes shelf help. And then people like me will go to the Goodwill bookstore and buy that book for $0.25. And they could have had so much out of that book, but they chose not to, because people are into self-gratification now. They want things now. So they'll go spend money on a new car now, a house now, a vacation now, a new clothes now, a new dress now. Everything is now. But they won't invest for something that might pay off in a year from now. And it's just crazy. But when you do, and it does start paying off, you gain something called momentum. When you get momentum, you start doing more. You'll start reading more books. You'll start investing in yourself. Just like church. Okay? Now, people are out there in the church, some aren't. I tithe to church. But I started out tithing a small amount, watching what I got back to see if this stuff really worked, and it does. And this works the same way as church. You invest in yourself, you're going to get tenfold or more back out of it. So the more you invest in yourself, the higher your awareness goes, and the more you want to invest in yourself, and the more you want to help others. And as you invest in yourself, your awareness rises, and stuff around you will start to change. People will start to change. Your spouse will start to change. Your kids, whatever it is, will start to change because you've changed. But you got to make that first step. So go